Hey YouTube, welcome back. This is Marco Polo. In 1998, Charlie Munger at the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting, stated that saving your first $100,000 is a B-I-T. Can't say that word on YouTube. I tried to do it earlier. I said it a bunch of times in the video. No views. It's like my video completely got shelved. Amazing. Okay, so Charlie Munger said that first $100,000 is a B, a major B. It's a pain. It's hard to get, right? Now, in 1998, when Charlie Munger said these words, $100,000 had a lot more spending power than it does today. Here in 2025, $100,000, if you took 1998's money and adjusted it forward for inflation to today's money, it would take $197,200 to equal what 100,000 had the purchasing power of back then. Interesting, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. The updated adjustment to what he said still remains true, but the updated adjustment in 2025 is the first $200,000 that you save is an ultimate pain in the you-know-what. $100,000 is a lot of money back then, and it's a lot of money today. Hard to come up with, isn't it? Especially with the average salary of the American worker being somewhere around $62,000 a year annually. So how long would that take you to come up with 200,000? You can probably say 3.5 years if you didn't have to pay tax, insurance, pay on your house, pay to live, pay to exist, pay all these people with their hands out. You know how the world does us? Well, if you didn't have to do anything else with the money and it came straight to you in 3.5 years, you could save it up. But that's not realistic. That's not practical. And that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Now, if you took 10% of everything you made and put it aside, like I've spoken on before, you would still struggle to reach that goal. It would take you literally 33 years without compounding, without investing, if you were to just take that money and put it aside and reach $200,000. 33 years. That would be an insane amount of time. I would say that you're going to burn yourself out trying to do that, and that it's really not worth it. So we got to think smarter. We got to think investment. We got to think, how are we going to let this money work for us the way that we work for it? So let's do this together. Let's just say, for speaking purposes, that you're starting out at zero. You have absolutely nothing. And you earn the average wage in the United States, in America. That is $62,000 a year. So 10% may be the slowest pace and the slowest, accumulation that you could imagine. And you may not ever get to see that money compound the way it truly needs to. You have to pick up the pace earlier. You see, time is your friend. Time will allow the compounding to take effect and to truly replenish or bring you that money in a fashionable manner, quickly, fast, and in a hurry. Whew, that's a lot of word salad I'm putting out there. But anyways, for conversation's sake, let's say you save 20%. In the very beginning, we're talking about $12,000 annually for the first 5 years. And you put that into something that compounds itself. Let's say you put that into dividend stocks, paying you 5%. So if you take $12,000 every year, you add that for 5 years at a 5% return, compounding annually, contributing $12,000 each additional year. In 5 years, you'll have $81,600. You haven't even reached half that goal, but that is a large amount of money. So if you could continue the process for about possibly another 6 years, 7 years, you will have reached your goal. You will have reached 200,000. So we're looking at 12 years of $12,000 added annually, compounded at 5%, which would be a safe dividend stock or a dividend ETF that actually grows in time. So you'll have that 200,000, 12 years. Wow, that's a long time, man. It sure is. But the beauty of the situation is once you do reach that $200,000 threshold, it's all uphill from there. You're going to see compounding like you wouldn't believe. You can literally cut yourself back to 10% and indulge on life a little more. And geez, after 12 years, are you not going to be earning more money? Are you not going to be doing better for yourself? Will you not have lowered your expenses, or at least with inflation and everything getting more expensive, will you have put it all in check and kept it at a level that you can sustain yourself while you make more money, while you're getting more raises throughout the years, side hustles, benefits, wonderful things can come your way. You don't know what you'll be getting into within the next 12 years. So everything could flip on a dime, and your 200,000 magical number could come a lot quicker than that. Believe it. From that point on, my friends, it's just math, and the math will math out for you. All you need to do is allow that money to compound throughout time. And if you have another 12 years, you are definitely going to be, let's say, you'll be sitting on a bag. You'll be at approximately $569,000. Now that's a good chunk of change. That's a nest egg, and that should be able to sustain you, along with Social Security or anything else, because by that time, it'll be retirement time and you will have set yourself up. So you're doing the good things for yourself today so that you can reap and benefit that tomorrow when you're no longer able to work, you're too tired to do so. And quite frankly, you need the money more than ever at that age. You will. So in these days of working paycheck to paycheck and living, in our inflation nation, we got to do whatever we can. We got to tooth and nail. We got to scratch. We got to climb. We got to hustle. I hate to be another cog in the wheel telling you that you need to be on your game and getting all these side hustles and never ending, figuring out how to get money this way, and this way. But let me tell you, once you get the ball rolling, you don't have to work as hard, my friends. You really don't. That money works for you. And that's the beauty of compounding, the eighth wonder of the world. So, folks, it's up to you what you want to do with yourself in your future. But this is just an idea. And this idea could be a long-term solution to the problems that will ail you later on in life. And possibly, even if this doesn't turn out, let's say, you ever heard the phrase, aim for the stars, shoot for the stars, and if you land on the moon, you still did okay because you landed on the moon? You shoot for those big numbers. You shoot for greatness. And if anything falls along the way where you actually need that money and you need it in a big way, you need it to bail you out, it's a life-changing event, something that, you have to have, well, you have it. You will have it. And you'll be thankful that you did this for yourself. All right. Anyways, give me thumbs up, like, subscribe. This is Marco Polo. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.